Good evening, I'm Mrs. Bolin, and I am helping you prepare for your upcoming exam. And I'm on problem 8 of the review. It says graph the line going through the points -1, -1, and 2, 4. What is the slope of the line? Well, there's a couple different ways to solve this problem. I'm just going to show you one or two. And as algebra typically is, there's always more than one way to solve any problem. And unless the technique is specified, and as long as you don't break any rules and don't look at your neighbor's paper, and you get the right answer, you should be fine. So the first thing we want to do is just go ahead and make our grid. So let me go ahead and make that. I should have done that before I pushed play. So I'll push pause real quick. Okay, so I pushed pause and I should be recording again. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I just want to plot the 2 points. So the first point is 1, 1. So that means I'm going to go -1, -1. So I'm going to go -1 in the x direction, -1 in the y direction. And that's my first point. My second point is 2, 4. So I'm going to go +1, 2 points. And then I'm going to go +4 in the y direction. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be right about there. And so then I'm going to connect my lines. Oops. There we go. And that is going to be the graph of my line. The next question was, what is the slope? Now, if you have a really good grid, you can count off your slope, okay? So you could go and say, oh, I'm going to go up 1 and over 1. And if everything's drawn to scale, we might find that the slope is a 1-to-1. But let's go ahead and check it mathematically, since obviously my picture may not be perfectly to scale. So our formula for our slope is m, again, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And that is going to look like this. It will end up being 4 because that is our y2. Subtract y1, which is -1, divided by x2, which is 2, subtracting off our -1, which is our x1. So 4 minus a minus becomes a plus, so 4 plus 1 is 5. And then 2 minus minus becomes a positive, and so that is going to be 3. So it's a good thing that I did not trust my handy dandy graph there, because I would have ended up with the wrong information. So our slope is actually 5, 3. Now remember, this is the same thing as rise over run. So we would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we would go over 1, 2, and then 3 actually. So we would have hit our point right there precisely. Alrighty, so if you have any questions on how to graph a point or how to calculate the slope, please let me know, and I'll talk to you later.